Playing one of the top teams in the state of Mississippi, how you think you fared tonight?
I think we had a good first half. Coming into the game, we knew we were going to be a little shorthanded.
Football.
Our football team played in the state semifinals tonight, so we're missing 7 guys tonight. But that's no excuse. We still, we had a good first half. Their depth kind of wore us down second half, and aside from that, I mean, they're probably one of the best teams in the country. Malik Newman and the kid, I think it was 15.
Ball.
Yeah. Those kids they're those guys are good, high major D1 guys. Like I said, we're down 6 at the half, coming back out of the half, kind of tired, and those guys just kind of overtook us. 8-0 run, coming out of the half, something like that. Once we got down 14-15, dug too deep a hole against a team like that. We had to keep it close to have a chance. And once it kind of got away, wasn't much we can do.
Brandon, what was your take on the game tonight, your performance?
It wasn't my best game, but I still supported my team even though when I was on the bench and when I was in the game. But like you said, we had a good first half, and that should have carried over and gave us some momentum to the second half. But instead, we didn't come out as much energy as we were supposed to. So it came out, gave us like that sluggish play typing that we got down. So it's something we have to take from and learn from. We don't have to keep hanging our heads about. I mean, you learn from everything that you do wrong. So hopefully you do. But
what was your impressions of Malik Newman tonight?
Oh yeah, he played like he's supposed to be, top 5 player in the country. I mean, I take a lot from him knowing that I'm top 30 in the country, so I'm going to take a lot from him knowing why he's top 5 and doing what he does every day.
All right, you had 17 points tonight, very hustle and very good defensive effort. Are you happy with your individual performance tonight?
Well, really we had to come out and help your rebound, but in my opinion, we didn't really help them like we needed to. We didn't have a lot of energy. We really could have beat these guys, but we just got to keep working. Don't hang our heads. Come back tomorrow and play hard.
Coach, what is your take on this environment and this Lighthouse Classic, one of the prestigious things in the country? What was your take on and your experience for this tonight?
The Lighthouse Classic is great. We get invited to a lot of the tournaments every year. January we're gonna go out to Los Angeles, but we'll come here as much as they have us. It's probably one of the best kept secrets, nationwide. We have some elite level teams in here. Hospitality, bench overholding, those guys do a great job. And the call that they're doing it for is great. But just overall, I mean, this is a great, it's a learning tool for us. We can take this back home and we can get better from this. We can get better from this.
Okay, Coach, I want to ask you, got another tough game tomorrow. Play Lee tomorrow, is that correct?
Yes.
Last year played DeSoto and Winona, is that correct? The competition from last year to this year, can you kind of compare it for me? And has the Lighthouse grown, in your opinion?
Yeah, Lighthouse definitely grown. I mean, Callaway is definitely better than DeSoto. And, from looking at Lee, the way they came back on Provide, should have won that game. Lee's going to be a much tougher test than Winona that second day. But for us, a young team, and coming up here shorthanded, this type of situation can only be a character for us. We definitely, it's a tough environment to come to, missing 7 guys. But, it does no excuse. We're going to grow from this, win or lose tomorrow. Win or lose tomorrow, we're going to grow from this just like tonight. We were impressed with Malik Newman's work ethic. We've heard about him. We heard about the team. Coach, I don't know his name, but Coach does a great job with him, kind of lets him play through rough spots. But, the kids made plays. Callaway made plays. I mean, we hit them with our best shot in the first half. And every time we cut it down, they made another run, they made another run, they made another run. And I think, they won, 3 straight state titles, and they played like champions tonight.
All right, Mr. Anderson, I was going to ask you, going to touch on recruiting a little bit. What kind of offers or interest are you getting right now? Do you care to comment on that?
Sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Sophomore.
Okay. You got anybody looking at you at this moment, or?
Not really heavy, nothing really big.
Well, you turned some heads tonight. You turned some heads tonight. I guarantee there's a lot of college guys here local, and your effort tonight put you on the map a little bit.
Yeah, he's got some schools on. A lot of that stuff I kind of buffer for him, but some of the same schools that are recruiting Brandon. USC is one. Locally LSU. Oklahoma State. Those schools are kind of on Sanford. So he's got some schools on him, but like I say, he's young.
Yeah.
And right now, the biggest thing that he can take from this is take a work ethic like Malik Newman. because that right there will give him a chance. And that's probably the thing I was most impressed with. You know, Malik normally never stop. Played both ends of the floor, and you know, I see why, like Brandon said, I see why he's where he is. You know, wish him number the best.
Okay. Mr. Sampson, I was going to ask you, kind of touch on recruiting with you also. See if you maybe had a top 5 list right now, or if you kind of had any kind of favorites maybe.
I have UCLA, USC, Cal, LSU, and St. John's.
Okay. One more thing. Ben Simmons, you know, is committed to LSU. What do you think it would maybe be like to play with him if you stayed in state and went to LSU? What do you think you could do for in state maybe if you did that?
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing to play with him. He's not a selfish player at all. He's actually like the opposite of a selfish player. He actually looks to get other people open before he looks to score. He's like the secondary best scorer. So it wouldn't be bad, I guess, playing with him. I'm just trying to wait out everything, though, and just look at all the options, coaching, seeing who I can fit in best with players.